What's up guys, Chandler here with Rise Magic, and today it's back to school season, unfortunately for you. So we're gonna go over 5 essentials that you're gonna need if you're gonna be performing magic at said school. If you perform magic of any kind, school's the best place to do it, whether it's elementary, middle, high school, college, grad school. Your audience is captive. There are plenty of people around that are your same age that are most likely bored because it's school and very receptive to you performing magic tricks for them. I just want to make sure that you guys are properly equipped to perform magic in the most efficient way possible to your peers with what you're bringing with you to school. So that's why I got these 5 items to choose from. If I could offer you any sort of performing advice though, when it comes to performing for your peers at school, take it from me. Whether you want to perform magic for a living all across the country or it's just a hobby of yours, please keep this in mind when showing people your tricks. People can have 2 reactions to you and your magical abilities. One could be, oh my gosh, Chandler's gonna come over here and show us more magic tricks, because that's all you do at school. Or you could be hanging out with your friends, hanging out with a group of people you don't know, having a great time and having people beg and ask you to do tricks for them. That's the person you wanna be. So even though you're in an environment at school where you have the ability to perform magic all the time, please don't. Space it out, supply and demand. Make people actually want the product that you have rather than oversaturating them with it. That's unrelated to the video, just please don't be that guy. Let it be special. Let the performance be rare and special. That's really just me trying to help you guys, coming from my experience. You don't want to be the magician at everything. Sometimes you just want to hang out, be a normal person, hang out with your friends and not always have to worry about entertaining people or if they'll accept you without the entertainment. Be yourself first, magician second, especially when you're this young in school. The first item will come as a complete shock to you, and that is a deck of playing cards. Now, it's not just a normal deck of cards. You see, this deck of cards costs $2, which is why I can throw it around and not care. But seriously, the deck of cards you perform magic with should not be an expensive one. It should be one that is relatively cheap and replaceable, because when you're performing magic, people are gonna get their grimy hands all over. They're gonna bend your cards, they're gonna tear your cards, they're gonna fold your cards. You don't want to have to do that to your, gold split spades deck. Do not do that to yourself. Do not stress yourself out like that. You want your cards to be disposable for your tricks, for your peace of mind, for your budget, and so that you can be lackadaisical with how you hand them out, because it's not a good look to, give someone a card when they pick it and they're bending it slightly and be like, oh, please don't do that. You want to do it, but you shouldn't, right? Just perform the trick. So that's why it's important to have a deck that's replaceable. That way you can get duplicates easy. You can not care about it. And having a normal consumer level deck of playing cards will also eliminate the, oh, well, that deck's black and red. Is that a special mark deck? Is that a Trick David Blaine deck? You never know what the layman might say. So just do yourself a favor, get a normal deck of cards, get a brick of them. Get a brick of bicycles from Costco, a brick of Talley Ho's from Amazon, link in the description. That's my personal choice. And go to town without a care in the world. You know what I just realized? After 17 years of school, this is the first time in my life I don't have any more school. I'm done with school, dog. I'm done with school! So you guys are going back to school, but I'm not. But you are. But I'm not. If you also are done with school, feel free to drop me a comment. All jokes aside, enjoy school while you can. I mean, I'm having a great time with no more school, but one of the things you will miss when you're out is you see your friends almost every single day. So don't take that time for granted, okay? But school does suck, so sucks for you guys. But school is very important. Things that suck are often very good for you. You just gotta have discipline. Okay, so number 2 of the essentials that you need to have perform magic in school is an invisible deck that matches the normal deck that I said for number 1. If you've been subscribed to this channel for a long time, you know that I am obsessed with the invisible deck. And that's for a reason. Not only do I sell custom Talley Ho invisible decks that I make myself to you guys, this is also the greatest magic trick of all time. Well, let me adjust that. The greatest card trick of all time. Lots of you guys are probably sick of me raving about how amazing it is, but if you've used it, comment down below and you'll see just how many people think the same thing about the invisible deck. Once you get it, once you use it, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, how did I not have this before? It is that good. I have performed it everywhere, in school, repeatedly, easily over 5,000 times in school. I've done the invisible deck. I've done it on TV. I've done it all over YouTube. I've done it for crowds of 100 people. I've done it even on a private jet. I've done it in a job interview, okay? The invisible deck is unstoppable, it is bulletproof, and it is incredible. In fact, if you guys even think that I'm selling it like this because I sell my own, in the description, I'll put my link to the ones I make second. The first one will be a bicycle one on Amazon, okay? It's not about me making money on the invisible deck. This is about you having the best trick out there. You won't regret it. And hey, I do like that you guys buy my decks and support the channel, but seriously, it is that incredible of a trick. It's an absolute showstopper. And it's very important that you have one that matches your performing deck so you can interchange them without people realizing. And hey, since I already do look like a sellout, you may as well go check out my $5 invisible deck instructional video. It's 40 minutes long, and in it I go over so many different ways you can use the invisible deck to make some absolutely awesome memories while performing. I'm serious, guys. It really is that good. You will thank me later if you just spend $15 on an invisible deck. Like I said, I've done it thousands of times, and that private jet story, that job interview story, it's all true. Get an invisible deck. Number 3, rubber bands. Rubber bands are a very underrated magic tool. I would say probably second to a deck of cards. They're that important. There are dozens upon dozens of tricks that you can do with a rubber band, and here's the thing, you can always have them on you. Now, I'm not saying walk around with 40 rubber bands on your wrist, but 1 or 2 can't hurt. You just put it on there with a stylish bracelet, and now, without even having a deck of cards on you, you can perform magic for upwards of a half hour. If you need help on where to start with rubber band magic tricks, we do have 3 incredible rubber band magic tricks tutorial on our channel, linked in the description. But also, seriously, if you just go on YouTube, not even trying to plug Rise Magic right now, and just search rubber band magic tricks, you'll find ones that you can learn them in like under 5 minutes, and it'll pay off in the long run. For that one time where your car's in your backpack and you're over there and you're on the bus and you can't get to them, and now someone asks you to do a trick, you got them right on your wrist. Now, in order to keep this list at 5, for number 4, I have to do just a couple things. I'm gonna bunch them together in the gimmicks category. We got, coins, Sharpies, we got loops, we got Sharpies, we got pens, we got coins. It's very important that when you're doing magic is with a everyday object. I like sponge balls just like everybody else, but that's like, you just happen to have red sponge balls on you. It's much cooler to do tricks with, just an object that looks normal at least. So you could do like a pen vanish. You could do, loops, if you know what they are. You can do a lot of really cool things with loops that can take ordinary objects and make it seem like you have a mystical control over them. There's a lot of great coin magic tricks that's very easy to keep on you at all times. And might I mention, for lots of magic tricks you have Sharpies so that people can sign their cards and stuff, but it wouldn't hurt just to spend $5 and get a trick Sharpie that has a hidden reveal on it. I had one for a very long time and I definitely lost it, but I definitely need to get one again, because man, that is a great way to just add a little bit of spice to your magic tricks. Where you're like, no, not only do I know what your card is, it's on the Sharpie you're holding. It's just a quick little throwaway thing, and you already have it on you, so why not? And lastly, number 5, this actually isn't magic related, but you will thank me for this later if you listen to me. So in your backpack, you have 2 decks, a normal one and an invisible one, but you should also keep a crappy deck that you don't care about in your backpack that has all 52 cards with no gimmicks, no duplicates. This goes back to what I was saying at the beginning. You don't always want to be the magician. Part about school is making friends with people and socializing with them and being, people's friends outside of having to entertain them. This is a great way for you to always be ready for that. I've been in the situation plenty of times where, my magic tricks turn into mingling, meeting new people, and all of a sudden people want to play card games. Now I'm screwed because I have, a Talley Ho deck over here that has 2 duplicates and a Torn Angle 0 card in it. And I can't play, and there's probably cards missing from it. We can't play War or BS with that. By the way, if you want to know card games to play with people, we do have top 5 card games of all time, also on our channel. Video did pretty well, you can go check it out in the description. But people love card games, and you want to be the person who's always got the plug for their card games. By the way, this isn't like a crappy deck that I don't care about. This deck was actually just like shoved into a skateboard, so it's kind of ruined. So if I ever want to play card games, I would use the skateboard playing cards to play card games with people. Just do it. Just keep a deck of cards in your backpack at all times. That's specifically for card games, because you don't want people playing card games with your performance deck, so they could mess it up. There could be cards missing. Just keep that deck of cards on you, so when you're performing Magic for your crush, and all of a sudden, it's no longer an entertainment type thing. You guys are actually having real conversation, but there's other people in the group, and you want to be social and actually get to know people instead of just, you know, suppressing your social anxieties by being an entertainer. Get to know them, play a game of cards. Everyone loves it. Everyone's happy. And then when that situation happens, you can point to Chandler at Rise Magic and be like, hey bro, thanks for that recommendation. It's almost like you just went through this whole being a magician in school experience by yourself, and now you're giving me advice for free on YouTube that is really gonna help me out in life. Have your own, you know, kindness. Maybe I should like the video and subscribe to your channel for doing this. Just a suggestion. That's like a theoretical situation. Lots of this video is based off of my everyday EDC video that I made back in January. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. In that video, I go over everything I brought with me to school daily as a YouTuber and magician, cardist, all that. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I really hope I didn't sound too sales pitchy in the invisible deck part. I know that it might sound like I'm trying to sell the own product that, you know, I make, but seriously, don't even worry about getting mine. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to get mine because it would help, you know, grow the channel, you know, support the channel. But I care much more about you getting an invisible deck, whether it's mine or not, because that will change your life. The trick is mind-blowing to everybody, and you don't even have to worry about people seeing your pass or your double lift if that's something you're worried about. Get you comfortable for performing in front of big crowds. Really, great trick. Please check it out. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling, I'm repeating myself. I apologize for that. Probably time to wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video at all, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment something you think I missed so that our fellow school magicians can see, you know, what other people have in mind. And hey, like I said, if you're already out of school like myself, thanks for watching anyway. You should always be carrying these things on you in general if you like to perform magic, not just for school. It's just more topical because, you know, back to school season. Some of you guys out there are going back to school. Couldn't be me, but stay strong, guys. School is very useful in your future. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but it actually is. I'm just happy I'm finally done with it. So now I can do more YouTube and, you know, work I like to do. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Peace out.